Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Gemini on a Mission, and it's been so long since I have uploaded a video, but I'm just coming from a very interesting networking event and I thought why not just hop in front of the camera to answer so many questions that people have reached out to me with. Like, what is networking event? How do you do it? Why do you do it? What do you gain out of it? And how do you build that confidence? So let's go. I know there are so many professionals that also make the mistake, and it's not a mistake, but I just feel like it's a myth. Networking events are not just for talking and sharing and speaking, it's actually also about listening, which honestly, not all of us follow, and we feel like if you're not a good public speaker, if we don't have a lot of experiences, networking events are not for us. And that's a complete myth. So let's chat about why to network, what is in it for you, and what will you gain out of it. The first thing is, do not expect. I've seen a lot of students, a lot of professionals who network with an expectation that they will get that job, get that another role, get to know someone from an organization they're really looking forward to join, and they will get a straight entry or get to just be in good books or just show that they are networking. But please do not expect anything, because some days may be amazing, some networking events may not be as you expected. So just be open-minded and just stay curious. On the flip side, surprisingly, I've seen a lot of networking events starting with obviously what you do, and then they might just end up telling you that I do know someone who's hiring for another role, and I do know someone who is looking for a freelancer or for an event photographer. So this has happened with me when I speak about my marketing experience and background. I have been asked if I could deliver a workshop on marketing. I have been asked if I could, apply to that social media part-time role or as a freelancer. I have been asked if I could capture the events as a photographer or just volunteer. I've also been asked sometimes if I was interested to be a trustee of a charity, which I'm currently doing. So you just never know the abundant opportunities you may come across through networking. So do not expect, but be open to share your stories and your experience and your background. But you never know, you may just land a gig, another opportunity, or just a connection that you might feel like sticking with. So firstly, let's understand the structure. How do we exactly find where are these networking events happening? So I rely on LinkedIn, and I'm a part of these organizations related to my sector that I'm interested in. So say marketing, media and communications, say international students, or just EDI. So you can first research what you're interested in. So it can be sector-wise, hobby-wise, or even like the topics that you're interested, because there are so many organizations, and when you search, there's actually a pool of things happening, and I'm sure you don't want a lot on your plate. So yeah, research for the organizations and join as a member. A lot of these organizations are free to join, so make the most out of it. And then look at the events calendar, like if they have any upcoming networking events, if they have any webinars or workshops happening. Through these, you get to know people, and that's how you create a chain. I'll explain you how. So once you've found out your organizations you're a part of, or the networking events happening through different apps or through different colleagues, people, or even the organizations that you're joining, the next action is to actually attend it. Now, this may be an excuse to you. It may happen during a weekday, an evening time, or on a weekend, and you may be like, I don't want to attend it. I'm shy. I don't know how to start. If that is you, let me just tell you, you have to attend one, because once you attend it, you will be surprised how amazing it may be, or may not be, but you will be surprised with how much you will learn from that just one event. So the next thing is, you have to book your calendars and attend that networking event. So my very first networking event in the UK, in London, was through an organization known as People Like Us. I just looked up on their LinkedIn account, followed them, saw that they're having a networking event, so I signed up. And surprisingly, the seats were filling so quickly, so I knew that people are really looking forward to it. And it happens once in 3 months, so I just thought, you know what, I'll just go for it and just see how it is. And I learned a lot, and every time I learn one from networking events, I try to improve myself, build that confidence, build those contacts. So now let's dive in, like, how do you network when you're actually at the event? So hooray if you're signed for one. So it's a big win if you've done that. It's a big step that you have taken. So now let's understand, how do we network? So when you go for an event, you register yourself and you get a name tag and then you just begin. But how do you do it? So when you are at the entrance, and you will see and notice everyone's formed a circle and everyone's already talking. And you may think to yourself, do these all people know each other? Because you can feel like you're not a part of the group, but that is the whole point. You just randomly join a circle and just introduce yourself. But before introducing yourself, you can also start as, hey, can I join your circle? Or hi, can I join your group? And then you can just begin by introducing yourself, asking everyone what they're doing, what their names are, and how did they find the event? Like, how did they come across this event? It's always nice to listen to people and ask a question before diving in straight away with what you are, what you do, and why you're here, because it's always nice to listen first. Also, like I mentioned, you don't really need to have a super duper experience in networking or have loads of experiences in your career journey or have loads of insights to share. You can always start as a listener and then start gradually sharing about your hobbies and what you do, what you like, and all sorts of that. Remember that networking events are a great space to share stories. You get to know the human side of so many things, and surprisingly, you can also stumble upon people from crazy industries, massive organizations, and you may be like, oh my god, you work for this particular company, I'm a fan, or oh my god, I do use this platform. It's surprising to see the human side and hear the human stories, and also ask silly questions like, what are a few challenges, or how did you land up here, or have you just transitioned from one role or the other, and how did you do it? So you joined one circle and you have got to know everybody, but before you join another circle, do not forget to do this one thing. Open your phone, open LinkedIn. It doesn't matter if your profile is updated or not. Do not even mention it. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm not that active on LinkedIn. Oh, I haven't updated my profile. None of that matters. It's okay. And bring that scanner and scan through those IDs and connect with them then and there. I've seen a lot of people taking email IDs, and I've also seen people making a note of whom they're chatting with so that they can connect with them a little later after the event. It all depends on what works well for you, but it's always nice to do it then and there. But also, it's a good habit and a practice not to first open the LinkedIn app before even getting to know who they are and what they do. So you have done this with one circle, you switch to the next. Now, this is not a marathon. You don't have to cover every circle, because usually there's not enough time, and you may even stick with one or two circles, and that's more than enough. There's not a target list that you have to hit, or not a checkbox or a checklist that you have to go through and complete it. You have to really enjoy the present moment of meeting people, listening to their stories, getting to know them, and just enjoying the event. So there are 3 C's to follow if that's easy to remember. One is just stay curious. Be willing to open up, be willing to share, or even willing to just listen to the other person. You don't have to judge them or expect more information. If your social battery feels low, just listen. And the second C is stay connected. You never know, you may meet like-minded individuals who are interested in running just similar to you, or they're running a book club and you're interested in that. So connect with them through some medium so that you can stay in touch. And of course, it's not promising that you are staying in touch, but somewhere down the line, you can always connect with them later on. And the third C is capture the moment. Don't forget to take that selfie or pictures or videos to share on your platform, because sharing stories is what creates the chain of support and what creates, letting people know that what you're doing with networking, and always creates that conversation. So what do you do after the event? Well, it's hard to keep up with every single one that you have chatted with or met at the event, but it's amazing to reflect on the event. Now, it may be a good or a bad experience, and no experiences are wrong. So reflect on that event. Think about what did you like from it? What did you learn from it? What were a few new things that you came across? Or what were a few things you thought you shouldn't have done or spoken? It's always nice to just listen to. And what were a few things you thought were interesting in some people that you met? And then the second thing is you can connect back with them on LinkedIn and just send a thank you and, stay in touch kind of messages. And well, don't forget to share your moments on your platforms. It's always nice to share stories and tell each other about it with your network, with your community, that you have attended this event and what did you learn from it. So, yeah, I hope you found this video super helpful. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and do let me know if you want to know any particular areas, and I would be glad to record some for you. So, take care. Bye. Oh wait, this video doesn't end here. The next plan of action is, once you've attended one event, it's time to sign up to another. It's a good practice to go for these events once in a while. Try attending it often because every event just makes you boost that self-confidence and makes you learn so much. And like I said, some days may be good, some days may be bad, but it's always nice to keep learning. So I hope you do sign up for that event and let me know if you have attended any. Goodbye.